Good morning. Welcome. Happy Tuesday to everybody.
Happy the day after Halloween.
Yes, yes. It is November 1st. Welcome to Coffee Chats, everybody. Glad to see your faces this morning. I want to ask, is there any new residents here that would like to introduce themselves? Looking for faces. Okay, just want to make sure. Sometimes I forget to ask, and that's important. Okay, so yesterday I forgot to tell you a joke. What do you call witches sharing an apartment? Broommates. Broommates. And I had put in the newsletter, if you have a joke, a Halloween joke, to share it. Did anyone come with a joke that didn't get a chance to tell it? Did you? Can you come up? We've had a complaint that if you don't come up and use the microphone, no one can understand it. Would you be kind enough to come up and share your joke, or are you over it? Woohoo!
Well, I have a half a dozen of them.
Okay, how about one or two? There's always time for a good laugh.
I have a little maze walk here. Why did the policeman ticket the ghost on a Halloween?
He didn't have a hunting license.
Oh! She knew the answer. It didn't have a haunting license. Why do demons and ghouls hang out together?
Why do demons and ghouls hang out together?
Because demons are a ghoul's best friend.
Bravo. All right. Anybody else? Quickly? Okay. Thank you so much, Carol. Okay. Let's see. So I should also always introduce myself. I've realized I don't, just in case, Jillian Balzer. Just so you know, I know most everybody, but if there's ever new residents and they're starting here in their new home, they may not know my name. So I just wanted to make sure and let you get that out there. Okay, so in Marion Hall, we'll just move on to our Tuesday lecture at 10 o'clock. We have Jeff Buchanan back. He is, I'll just read from here. Ridge Point gladly welcomes back by popular request, Jeff Buchanan. He will discuss in more detail Alzheimer's disease and related conditions. He's very interesting. If you had a chance to see his last Tuesday lecture, he's very interesting. You might sometimes think someone that's a professor at the University of Minnesota could be dry. He's actually quite engaging. And he sets his format up in a question and answer type of format, so it's very comfortable. If you have time, come and join us in Marion Hall at 10 o'clock. So he'll go into further detail about Alzheimer's disease and related conditions. In addition, so that's Tuesday. Tomorrow, the 2nd, is we have 1 o'clock, we have our TED Talks on 991. And the 3 topics are a giant Jurassic sea dragon unearthed. The next one is the colorful, shape-shifting wonder of the Amazon's praying mantises. Am I saying that correct? Mantises? Yes. The affordable 3D printed bionics of the future, creating functional prosthetics at a fraction of a cost of imported tech. A bionic inventor. We'll discuss that. So that's kind of interesting. In addition, on Wednesday, we have our 1 p.m. cribbage. In addition, we have our art project, which is dot painting, and I am so excited. It's completely full. We have participants, which is exciting for those who put time and effort to do those fun projects, so bravo to those that coordinated that. We appreciate it very much. Also on Wednesday at 7 p.m. we have bingo, and we have 500 as usual. All right, the 3rd, Thursday, 9 a.m. and 11, we have our coffee chats. If you don't get a chance to be here live, you can catch it again. At 8:30, we have our excursion depart. So this Thursday is the Jason show. Remember that you have to have proof of vaccination. Careful, Mike. Proof of vaccination and an ID in order to enter the studio. The departure time is early, it's 8:30. I just want you to know if you have signed up for the Jason show. They have it it's very structured in how they organize this. You cannot enter the facility, the studio, I believe, until 9 a.m. So you leave at 8:30. I want to give enough time because of traffic, etc., to get there on time, but you can't enter. So depending on when you arrive at the facility, you may have to wait in the van, no big deal, but you're not able to enter until 9 a.m. So be patient with that. So 9 to 9:20 is when you arrive. You have to check in with your photo ID and your proof of vaccination, so make sure you have that ready. You can pull that out. And then from 9:20 to 9:45, an audience coordinator will greet you and escort you to the studio. And then from 10 to 11, this is when the show will go on, and it's a live show. And they suggest to wear bright colors. They photograph best. So if you're signed up, it's a free ticket to get in. And then after that, there will be a van will take you to the Eden Prairie Mall, where you can have lunch of your choice and walk around and do some shopping, or just hang out and have a coffee. And the van will depart at 2 p.m. from the mall. Okay, so I'll move on to Friday the 4th. Of course, we have 1 p.m. coffee chats on 991, 1 p.m. bridge, 1 p.m. poker, 4 p.m. is happy hour, 7 p.m. is our movie, and it's Gravity this week, which is with Sandra Bullock and George Clooney, who can beat those two, goodness. So the star of astronauts on a disastrous spacewalk. So that is at 7 p.m. in Marion Hall. Okay, couple announcements to give you today is, of course, we have our Harvest Fair, Craft Fair, that will be on November 10th from 1 to 3 in Marion Hall and East Lobby. It sounds like that's progressing very smoothly, and there's been a lot of interest and participants, so thank you so much. Also, November 8th, of course, is our election day. The van, it's our state general election from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. If you have not voted, you're able to take the van. It will be continuously running to the library, Ridgedale Library, if you have not had a chance to vote. Also, I want to tell you on Veterans Day, which is the 11th, we will be honoring our veterans with a gathering in the atrium that day. We'll have a performance by a trumpet player named Steve Wright, and he's going to share a story. He himself was in the Air Force, and I believe he played his trumpet in the band. So he's an interesting gentleman. So that's from 1 to 2. There'll be pie and ice cream and coffee on Veterans Day, and Steve Wright will be here. He's going to share a story about a family member, his mother's cousin, who was a survivor of the I'm not going to say this correctly, the Bataan Death March in World War II. So this gentleman, his relative, lived until he was 105, and so he has quite a story to share with you, so that would be an interesting invite, and we definitely want to give honors to our veterans. So please join us if you'd like down in the atrium. There'll be signs, and it will also be posted on 991, so you can be reminded of the time. Okay, going forward, Golden 90s will be discontinued, but pending, if there is interest in a new leader to take over that group, please talk. I mean, should I suggest them to discuss it? Okay, so, well, there'll be more information on that. If there is interest in a new leader, if you'd like to take over that, you can discuss that with me, and I will connect you with the right individuals. Okay. Thank you so much for your time, Freda, for doing that. All this, and Joyce, I think you two, and Joy as well, were the three, if I'm correct, were the three individuals. I think, Freda, you were the one who originated this? Yes? So thank you so much for all your time. We really appreciate it. You're amazing. Okay, so I want to make sure that we have also our own election, resident council election, which is on November 15th, and I would like Joanne to come up and share. It was suggested that the 7 runners that will be running for this, if you wouldn't mind coming up as well, if you are here. Bernie is one of the runners, and he is actually not able to join us because he's in the hospital. So, our good friend Bernie.
Hello everyone, my name is Joanne Cox and I'm a former...
Mike, straight out. Okay, it's not coming. There you go.
I'm a former...
A little bit closer, real close to your mouth.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm not used to this. Okay, there. My name is Joanne Cox and I'm a resident on the resident council, and I'm here to introduce the candidates. This way we can match a name with a face. So, Anita Siegel, Bernie Fileman,
Not here. Bernie's
Gary Porter, George Melcu, John Samuelson, Joyce Murphy, Nancy Robinson.
Come around.
Okay. Now, I'd like all of you, each one, to give me a little bit information about yourself and what the council means to you.
Can you make sure to hold the microphone right in front of your...
Right?
Yes, they can hear you. They've been hearing it right by your ear.
Everybody hear me?
Yes.
Huh?
Close. Real close.
Can you hear me?
Over-exaggerate.
Can you hear me now?
Over-exaggerate. Talk as loud as you possibly can.
Then you don't need a mic.
Right.
I probably wouldn't either. Okay, I have been on the council, actually appointed a little over a year ago, and I've enjoyed it so much I decided to run, being that I can run. And I was doing the treasurer's job, which I totally enjoyed. We do take, the favors for friends is the shop. If anybody's ever used the shop over here for anything, well, they do take donations, which goes into the council fund, so we can get new things, like we bought a new saw for the gym, for the workroom, and we bought a new step for the exercise room. So that's what the council does. We try to keep things going well, make everybody happy, which is hard to do sometimes. Are there any questions? All I can say is please vote for me, because I'd love to help you out.
Thank you, George. Would you?
Can you hear me? Okay. Once again, I'm Nancy Robinson. I'm actually kind of a new person here. I moved in on July 17th, I believe, and I love it here. It's really special. And so, just to start with that, I enjoy committees. most of the time. I used to teach in White Bear Lake High School. And of course, you know, there's lots of committees when you have to teach school. You know how that is. Anyway, but my last, I was a board member on the Adult Patient Advisory Committee with the Fairview Hospital System. So, because I had a number of surgeries. And I also have done, years ago I got to be president, I ended up president of the association, and this is because I'm from California. And that was the year we organized for a bargaining unit and had started unions for teachers. So that was a very exciting time for me to be president of the Teachers Association in San Benito Joint Union High School in Hollister, California. And the first thing on my list, right now my brain cannot come up with because I'm nervous. So let me just say that I would be delighted to serve on the Residents' Council. I really am enjoying being here, and I'd like to contribute and listen and function. Thank you.
Thank you.
Morning, John Samuelson. Been here about 10 years. Have served several terms on the council, and find that to be on the council, you get a chance to be involved in trying to make things go a little better around here. Had the experience of needing a piano several years ago, and was instrumental in helping get that taken care of. Needed some covering down here for make our chairs a little bit more comfortable. Went out and bought that bright yellow and red cushion deal, and finally got the administration around here to buy those as well. And then I just enjoy giving Jeff a bad time, and I do get his full attention when I'm at the council meetings. So for those reasons, I would enjoy serving another term if you so desire. Thank you.
Is it Jeff or sister?
Thank you, John.
Got my list.
Joyce.
Hi, I'm Joyce Murphy. A little bit about me, I come from the West Coast. I spent many years in San Francisco, Las Vegas, Wisconsin, and got here last year. And I've been here a little over a year at Ridge Point. I'm enjoying it very much. I've been on the council, even though I've been to different parts of the council. I'm still looking for the part that works for me. Number one, I want your vote. I listen to residents. I try to find solutions. I believe in information, communication, and organization, and follow-up. I have found loving and caring residents here. I believe in the resident council. And once again, I would like your vote so I can continue to serve. Thank you.
Thank you, Joyce. One last thing. For the upcoming election is November 15th for our resident council. And you also can get absentee ballots, and those are at the concierge's desk. And you fill it out and give it back to the concierge. There will be voting in each building, east and west, so that you have a chance to cast your vote. Thank you very much.
All day.
All day, yes. Thank you.
Thank you. I also want to share on the same day, of course, November 15th, the day that you have the resident council elections. It's also birthday day. So we will have the election, we're still kind of in the works, but I believe we'll have the table for the election if you're wanting It will be same day, so we'll move the table kind of in the back, just so it doesn't interfere with our celebration for our November birthday people. Okay, let's see, anything else? I think that's it. I'll hand it over to Jeff. Best costume I've ever seen.
Thank you, Jillian. What a great list of candidates. I loved their desire to serve. What I can say is people that run for council, even if they're not chosen to serve right away, many times as things happen, they're asked to fill in as seats are vacated and all that type of thing. So thank you for running, putting your name on the ballot, folks. That's always kind of out there a little bit for some of us, and we think, oh, I would never do that. It's too scary. It's not scary. It's cool, and you can help and be part of it. So really like that slate of candidates. Thank you for running. Jillian, thank you for a great party yesterday. Yep. For everyone that dressed up, thank you for dressing up. No one had as much fun as I did. Joy, did you have something?
How many people can we vote for? I mean, there were like 8, there were 5 people here and there were more people. How many can we actually vote for?
How many people are on the ballot and how many spaces are we filling?
That will be on the ballot.
That will be on the ballot?
The explanation of that is.
Okay.
Vote for all of them.
Yeah. One of the things that I like too is when we get a bit of momentum at Ridge Point here, excuse me. Is this mine? We want to seize that momentum. And after the polka party, everyone had a ball. Okay? So Halloween, we want that to be a good time. So if that means I shave my beard and wear nylons and all of that stuff, we're gonna do it. What really makes this place tick is when we get outside our comfort zone. When we, in fact, run for council and put our name out there on the ballot and say, you know what, I can help, I can do something. Or, you know what, I really love to dance. I'm gonna go to that polka party and I'm gonna dance. We had people dancing yesterday. It's have fun, let your hair down a little bit, and push your limit a little bit. It's not too late. It isn't. Trust me, I've spent so many years of my life on the sidelines. And thank heavens I worked here and it got me out of myself so that this is kind of a contradiction. But it's okay making a fool of yourself. Yeah, I do it every Tuesday. Speaking of which, Carol, now you know what it feels like to have a joke fall flat on its face, don't you? Or to have someone step on your touchdown call. Just a word to the wise out there, if someone is willing to step out of their comfort zone and get up and tell a joke, don't give them the punchline. Right, Carol? Yeah. Okay. Anyway, you saw, many of you may have saw, there were a couple fellows walking around down here before Coffee Chats. We're getting measurements for painting and carpet and all that type of thing. We started in the west building hallways. They're going to the east building hallways after this. I'm not going to pick it up this time. We're we're getting the plans in place. So we will work forward on that. Having said that, I love Ridge Point. I love where we're at. We need more people living here. We've got lots of vacant apartments. Our number one source of leads yep, we are a business, so we're going to use the word leads, but potential residents is you folks. You folks being happy, you folks sharing your happiness with your friends, family, whatever. We're not asking you to do that out of the goodness of your heart either. If someone that you refer moves here, $1,000. And that's not a $1,000 rent credit, that's not a $1,000 coupon for the dining room or anything. That is $1,000 of cold cash. So, we'd love more than anything to give you $1,000. Does anyone have any questions on anything? Norma?
I have a question. What's happening with the dining room?
The dining room, they are doing a blitz to get staff, to procure staff. It's not going well. And until we can get staff, we're going to be delivery only. As much as I hate to say that, we're going to do that. What I can say, I have complete, and I mean complete confidence in that staff we have. Do we have issues? Absolutely. Do I have issues personally? Absolutely. Is my attitude in a spot where I try to do the right thing? I like to think so. Is our kitchen staff's attitude in a spot where they try to do the right things? Yes. I saw personally the hurt that staff felt when we had to cancel birthday night. That tells me we've got people that give a shit. And that's important. That's really, really important. We want people that care. If you care, we'll get it done. The job market is so frustrating. It's just frustrating. And we had 2 employees and that a couple weeks ago in the Star Tribune, I don't know who sent me the article, but they said many places allow people to come to work drunk. No, they come to work drunk, you send them home, but you don't fire them because you need them so bad. I mean, that's literally what we're reduced to. And not that our 2 employees that are no longer here were drunks, they weren't. But what I can tell you is, it was the tail wagging the dog. If someone doesn't want to show up, okay, that's fine. At some point, it's like Duncan said, it's better to know they're not coming than to depend on them and have them let you down. So, because when they let us down, we let you down. Is delivery only a way that we want to be? Absolutely not. We're sitting here and food costs are so high. We're gun shy about raising prices in food service because we know you're not getting what you expect. Does that mean we should give stuff away and not give it away, but pay more for food than what we're charging? I don't think so, but we want people to live here too. It's a balance. So, Norma, that's quite a long answer. I don't even know if I answered your question. We're trying. Our attitude is good. The results are not. We know that and admit that. Hang in there, folks. Anything else? Dorothy.
I don't have a question, but I have an announcement.
Okay. Dorothy Luth has an announcement.
the council doesn't know that I'm making this announcement this morning. Someone from there probably should have made it. I'm making it because I'm the head of the greeters, and my greeters are meeting today after the coffee chat. And what we're meeting for is we're getting ready to come out to you individually with a letter of explanation and an envelope. Yes, it's for the staff appreciation. And we hope that you're going to take that letter and read it. Think about your finances. Think about what has happened here and how much you have been given by the staff. And then decide according to your finances how much you're going to give. But please be generous. Our staff is wonderful.
Thank you, Dorothy. Any other questions? All right. We're into November. Unbelievable. Today is the 1st, right? Right. Does anybody here have a birthday today or tomorrow? Okay, good. No, I don't have the list from the 1st or 2nd. I start on the 3rd. Well, no, they would be here. What did I say about making a fool of myself every week? Anne Marie Della Rocca and Elaine Gallagher have birthdays today. Tomorrow, council candidate and current council member Joyce Murphy has a birthday. On the 7th, Kay Callway, Ed Weiner, Carolyn Pareda. I'm sorry, I don't know Carolyn. Is she down here? Okay, and November 8th, Mary Ellen Hanrahan. That's not how I say that, is it? Yeah. Is that spelled right? Love Mary Ellen. All right. Anniversaries, no anniversaries. Let's sing happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear friends. Happy birthday to you. Have a good week, everybody.